Hello guys, good afternoon to all of you guys. In here, I will explain to you guys about my and my group researches about the impact of racism on self-confidence. So before that, let me introduce myself. My name is Stephen Yanampa. You can call me Steve. I am from MB Inter O2. So let's dive in into our presentation. So in here, what is really of what is really is racism is. So in a simple definition, racism is an attitude or action that differentiates, demeans, or treats someone unfairly based on their race, skin, color, background, and still a lot of why they do that. So here is the our topic description is passed out, and now we come to our background of this research. So racism is not just a structural or economic issue, it deeply affects personal identity and self-worth. So that's why studies suggest that repeated exposure to racial discrimination can lead to lower self-esteem, self-doubt, and even mental health issues like anxiety or depression. Depression. Also, in this study, we will investigate how racial bias, microaggressions, and societal stereotypes impact an individual confidence in personal and professional settings. So here is our research method. We use case study. In case study, we focus on individual or groups who have experienced racism and analyze their self-confidence. And the second one, we will collect their experiences between qualitative data. So we provide a 10 question in the Google form, and we will share as to conduct interview survey and personal narrative to capture emotional and psychological impact. So here is the research, not research method, but theoretical finding. So in our theoretical findings, we found that from Steele in 1995, he said that racism and discrimination can lead to self-stereotyping, where individuals start believing the negative stereotype imposed on their racial group. And by Tetchfell and Turner in 1979, they found that social identity theory explains the racial discrimination can damage one's sense of belonging and self-worth. And Pierce in 1970, he founded microaggressions theory highlight that small but repeat discriminatory experiences can significantly impact an individual's well-being. And the last one, Langley et al. In 2024, he found that study also show that community-based intervention and social support can help mitigate the negative effect of racism on self-confidence. So there is a survey question where that we provide in the Google form. We provide a question. There is a five one and there is other one. So we directly go to the survey result. So in the first question, we found that 70% of respondents ever had experienced racist acts, and 30% of respondents never had experiences in racist acts. It is for number one question. And the second one question, they answered that many respondents answered that they face racist acts with just ignore it and just don't care about it. And the third one is when they are treated differently, many of them just feel sad and just don't care about that. And for question from the survey, we found that many respondents answer that races make them feel stronger and it's grow their confidence. It's not like increasing the confidence about themselves, but it's growing their confidence. And the five question, they answer that uh, many of people that they know and their friend ever had experiences in racist act. So yeah, like there is still a lot of racist act and experiences than being in here. Based on the sixth question, we know that 60% of respondents ever helped their friend when got racist, and 40% never helped their friend when their friend got racist. Well, and the seventh one, they say that 80% of respondents agree racists can make themselves confidence, and 20% respondents say that's yeah, that's up to ourselves. So it's depending on themselves how they like respond the racist action. And the eighth one, they answer that 50% of people think that the media is very important in performing perception about racism, and 30% thinks it's important, just important, and 10% thinks it's very unimportant, and 10% have their own opinion. Yeah, here is the number 9. 60% feel comfortable to talk and report if they solve or their friend got racism, and 40% feel not comfortable to talk and report about racist to others people or officer or someone that they believe like that. And the last question, they say that 50% respondents have opinion government enough to reduce racism, and 20% responding thinks that not enough, and also 20% responding thinks very not enough, and 10% of the respondents say that not enough, and some of them have their own opinion. Yeah, so that is a survey results, and we get diving in survey conclusion. So based on the all of the survey results from the question that we found that most people, around 70%, say that they had ever experienced racism before, but instead of reacting strongly, many just ignore it. Emotionally, some feel sad, but others try not to let it bother them too much. Interestingly, a lot of them say these experiences actually made them stronger, like that. So Russ made them stronger. So many respondents also said their friend had faced racism too, and about 60% have helped someone who have a victim. But in here, most people, around 80%, believe racism can hurt someone's confidence. So we show how serious the emotional impact can be. So when it comes to media, most respondent thinks it's play a big role in shaping how people feel racism. And while 60% feel comfortable speaking up or reporting racism, the rest still don't. Uh, each shows there is still fear or hesitation. Okay, so in here we make a like poster to stopping racism. This is our like project. We will uh yeah, we will like setting a poster in the crowded place so they can see, they can like read, and it can be like yeah, it can be used to reducing some racism that's still happening in here. And we know that in our researches, many people, yeah, they care about racism, but they don't feel like it's but make them reducing their like strength or reducing their belief, but they still care about that. So this is our pastor, and we have a purpose like this to make this poster. For the first one, we want to raise awareness. We want to promote equality and unity, encourage action, not just like we say, but we want to encourage action and empower people to speak up. So, yeah, people don't have to be shy or be treated or like scared to reporting about racism that they had experienced before, but they have to, we want to encourage them to speak up and be brave. And this is the second one. We want to our poster. Yeah, we want to message to spread that racism is not okay, not now, not ever. So diversity is a strength, not a threat. Kind, kindness, respect, and empathy should guide how we treat each other. So it is time to break the silence challenges, hate, and build a more inclusive world. So this is our first pastor, and this is the second one. Okay, so this is our conclusion about our survey. We found that racism still happen and it hurts people, confidence and feelings. Some feel stronger after facing it, but many feel sad or alone. So most people think the media and government show too more. So we all need to work together, be kind, and stand up against racism to make a better world for everyone. Okay, that's all from my presentation about uh, the effect of racism on our self-confidence. So that's all. Thank you so much for watching my video and see you.